Hi, friends. This is Sherwood. I'm a personal transformation coach, and I'm here with my friend Mandy. She is an artist, and she loves to draw produce. We met as coworkers at Trader Joe's. She's also in the process of writing a few children's books, and she's a spiritual creative, similar to myself, bringing many paths together into finding our own way with light and love and joy. And I absolutely adore Mandy. So today we're going to have a little casual conversation. Hi, Mandy.
Hi. Hi. Thank you for the absolute warmest welcome. My goodness. I'm honored.
So you love to draw produce. So I'm just curious of like, what's the draw to produce for you?
Um, Such a good pun. Such a great pun. Wow. Yeah, I mean, lately I have been because of this carrot book that I'm working on for sure. And also I love a good pun. And once I realized the pun of always rooting for you or you can't be beat, it was just it, it was just like
Yeah.
the stars aligned for that pun drawing.
I have seen you draw so many other things and so beautifully. Uh,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So how does art play into a general overall spiritual practice for you? Does it play into a meditation or mindfulness, like you know, being with the present moment and being with your senses as you're drawing?
So, you know what? This is a great exploration to even understand my own art style because it's like, yes, I do draw things like carrots and, beat puns and whatever. Um, and I really enjoy that. But then I also draw these things that there's no top, bottom, left, or right to a lot of these drawings. And those often don't start off with any plan. They're almost like an exploratory doodle in a way. And that's meditative. That's if I can, sometimes in silence, sometimes with good music, just let the pencil go where it goes. And then sometimes I feel like, oh, that's starting to look like a whatever. Or for whatever reason, because of the limitations of the size of the page, I'm turning the page to get at a different angle. And sometimes it just starts to look like something. And it's sort of fun to kind of dance between letting the pencil lead me and letting me lead the pencil. So that's meditative. That's, I guess, yeah, that's meditative for sure.
Nice. I love that balance of uh letting the pencil lead and you leading the pencil. It makes me think of sort of the balance of always being, always becoming.
Mm.
We're constantly where we're at, where the pencil is at, but we're constantly intending towards something. We're always becoming something new, always creating something new. So, like the balance of the pencil leading and you leading, being where the pencil sits in this moment and where's it going next. Even I just did a meditation called One Line, One Breath. You literally one breath out
Oh,
and
yeah.
one line across the page. I do recommend using a smaller page, or if you use an 8.5 by 11, do it
Yeah.
crosswise. Portrait, not landscape. I learned the hard way. But it is this like meditation of being with the line where it's at, letting go of where it's going. You have the intention to draw a straight line, but unless we're like using a ruler or very, very perfectly precise, we're never having that straight line.
I was thinking that could be a fun exercise with like a dot and then a ring around and then another ring and then another ring and another ring, almost like the rings of a tree.
Yeah.
And as you're describing that, like, well, you said, I'm trying to draw a straight line. It gets so, sometimes those drawings do look so cool and have a lot of like, almost like dimension when there's a little blip in the line. It almost looks like wood grain sometimes, or like the inside of a tree, like a
Yeah.
long ways. Yeah, those, I bet that, yeah, those could turn out really, really cool.
I find art to be meditative, therapeutic. I do art for, I will say, more business is like graphic design, which is fun. But if I draw, if I color, if I'm doing paint pours, they're all come out of a desire to just express or a desire to be present with creation.
Mm.
And like paint pouring for me is a little bit of letting go, similar to the line and seeing the little imperfections that happen along the way that give it character. Paint pouring, I go in with the best of intentions for a particular outcome, but the paint has a life of its own.
Yeah. Yeah. I think sometimes frustrating about wanting to, sometimes um, just like being too much of a perfectionist and wanting to something to turn out exactly how you have it in your mind and it not going to the paper that way. It's, um, yeah, that can be frustrating. And there's something in kind of letting go and just sort of like letting it kind of turn into whatever it'll turn into.
Yeah. uh, Two things popped up for me. Again, going back to this always being, always becoming, it's not what you intended, but here it is. And it can
Mm.
become something different. The letting go is being with whatever is. We're alive, we're constantly changing. Even art, it's one of the things I love about performance art is that it really is constantly changing. You never hear the exact same performance twice.
Hmm.
You never see the exact same performance twice.
Yet again, a fun, wild, meandering ride.